There's a lot to cover. I don't know where to begin. This person, whose name I can't say, I got myself mixed up with new dangerous people that have all my information. It's meant to be intimidating when someone gathers all your information and then they harass you with calls, texts, verbal, whether it's in person, over the phone, follow you around. No one should be following you for any reason unless it's your partner and your marital issues. So this person is, cause I'm not sure if they're gender, this person is following me around this place, this event, and I'm trying to hurry up and eat before they have a cutoff time. This person knows, because they work there, what time the event is closing, and seeing me race, it was scary because I'm pretty sure it was a man. And it was a pretty tall man, taller than me, pretty big guy. Like, could play football when he was younger, not now, but still could do some damage, menace to society. So he's racing me as I'm racing, trying to get to where the food and drinks are. And I'm thinking, there's someone who saved me that was like King David, small in frame. Now, again, I'm not sure what gender, raced up alongside with me and was my bodyguard and escort. So then I had to strong arm a glass door just to get away from him. And my advice to women, children, and weak men, I would never suggest running from someone because you could really injure yourself. Now, racing or a range walk, I'm learning myself also as we learn together going along in this life. We're learning from each other, me and my following, me and the people who are for me. We're cheerleaders to each other. So the glass door, I could have really been injured if I had been running, but I was racing and range walking. Range walking is old military. I don't have time to get into all that. Just look up range walking online. It'll come up. So I get to the door. Finally, I don't know if this thing is still following me from behind. I made it to the desk like I was playing a game, because it probably was a game to the person chasing me, but not for me. Cat and mouse. That's fun if it's someone that you want following you playing cat and mouse. I don't have to explain that one, not unless you're LD, and I don't have LD students. If you're following me and you're LD, I don't have time to explain things to you. So, got into the glass door safely, no damage done to the glass door. Take my glasses off. So, I got myself mixed up with new dangerous people. I'm exiting. I don't have to say what program because I mentioned it like a gazillion times before, which programs, and I'm exiting more than one program. And these people that I'm exiting from, they like to call me when I'm out. As soon as I leave, I'm out, they like to call me. That's meant to be intimidating. That is meant to be harassing. Calls, texts. They call, text me as soon as I'm out of my apartment. That's meant to be intimidating because they have all my personal information. And I'm at an age where that's normal to happen. I'm 40 or more. It's normal to get harassing calls from scammers, from God knows who. People know you have assets when you're 40 or more. That normally doesn't happen under 40. Assets, retirement, I can't get into all the different things that you're supposed to, even if it's a little bit of change, you got some kind of assets working for you in your 40s, unless you just existed your whole life and you never done anything work-wise. Then in that case, there's no way of knowing unless you call somebody. That's how scammers work. I see it, and I didn't know it until a homeless person told me. A lot of homeless people in the South, I don't know about up here, on checks. So you really don't know until you call people and you fish. So anyway, these are phishing scams. They are calling me, and they are, when I'm out, that's meant to be intimidating because I've surrendered my whole life to them. All of my personal information is with these people, the people who I'm exiting. And I'm not the first. They have other clients, and I'm not just talking about one company. I don't know if they're a corporation or not. I don't know if they're bigger. So And I'm not going to rule out having to see these people face to face again, but I'm praying I will not be here December. I'm praying I will not have to keep continually facing people who are rude to me. And I still haven't quite escaped Bernice, the one that I'm not even sure if she really works with the military facilities, because she really doesn't conduct herself in a professional manner. I had to block her number. She offered to write my resume, and I don't need anybody writing my resume, because then I got to protect her from the people who I got to give it to. She doesn't strike me as somebody who can defend herself. I'm not going to get into the wording on there. I got to watch my wording because of the way how America is. Now you got to watch how you talk. But she, coward. I think I can get away with saying coward still. I'm protecting myself from these people. I don't have time to protect her, because when they go to rip my resume apart, they're going to be like, who wrote this? So I will not be needing her services. And they didn't say I had to get a resume writer. They didn't tell me I had to do that, which I do have a resume writer. It's a Autobot in a person. I'm using different search engines online, so if they do try to get off on their sick entertainment and make me, oh, this people, my resume hasn't been right since the moment I gave it to them. So they might say, oh, you probably would be better off getting somebody to help you write it. Well, I have a legal trail, documents proving that it's not just an Autobot. There's actually somebody on the other end of that chat virtually. So if they try to screw me over and say I have to, because they want to push me to Bernice, these people I'm dealing with have a tendency to push me to dangerous people for their own enjoyment. Wesley is one of those people. I got pushed to have to go down there. I went down there. Now, I'm not going to get into all that. So I covered my end of the deal, went down there. He promised me a job. I'm not going to get into all that because I done went through it before. So if they try to get their rocks off and send me to Bernice, they can't do that legally. Like, these people are just getting off on putting me to work, just giving me everything to do but a job that pays cash. So I don't have to go see Bernice. I've already have a resume writer. So they have to get their enjoyment on somebody else's expense, not mine. Back to the harassing calls. I'm also trying to speed up this video because I am killing my phone, the hard drive space. So the whole point, the harassing calls, that is the push I need to do a phone transfer. That's the push I need to move out of this phone into a new phone. This phone has been compromised. This phone has been hacked. And the people who are harassing me now won't be able to call me once I move into my new phone. It's the push I need. Them harassing me and calling me all the time, contacting me all the different ways you could contact a person in America. I don't have time to fry my brain trying to remember all of them in the seconds and moments. I'm trying to hurry this. Try not to cuss, because that's what we are as a country. Even though it's supposed to be freedom of speech, it's really not. And I'm not assaulting anyone. I'm just cussing. It is assault if you I don't have time to get into all the different ways that you can assault someone. But anyway. So it's the push I need to do a phone transfer. Let's sum that up. And I'm at an age, 40 or more. It gets worse as you get older, especially 60 and over. You really get calls, lots of calls. You don't know why, because it's not something we think about every day. You get distracted, you go on with your life. You might think about it on Wednesday, but by the time the weekend comes, you're like, I done fixed these folks. I done fixed them, and they ain't gonna call me again. I unblocked them. And then the weekend come, they calling you on a different number. They company. I got one now I'm dealing with. They got different lines they call under because I done blocked the other line. They calling you on a different line. You done forgot who they are. And if you're popular like me, you have an Eminem Stan moment where you really either you never seen the person before, never heard from them before, or you really you that popular where you forgot. One of my kiddos taught me that. In my case, it taught me it's possible that you may have just never met this person, and it's possible that you are just that popular that you don't remember them. You encounter them, saw them once, they remember you on the bus or something like that, and you don't remember them. Or you worked on a job with them, you don't remember them, and they're highly offended, like Eminem and Stan. Now I don't have to do a separate video. So, let's see, the phone transfer. What else are we supposed to talk about? I believe that's everything.